Hey guys, as you may know, I've been covering the lore of the game recently, and I think I just came up with something big, so I'd like to share it with you. And that's Jaina Proudmoore's ties with the Nazrathim race, otherwise known as the Dreadlords. Now, this is going to be shocking to a lot of you out there, so if you can't handle it, I suggest you back out now. Or if you'd like to take the red pill, feel free to keep watching, but know this, you were warned. Varimathras is a Jaina. Jaina, as you know her, is a powerful mage of the Kirin Tor. She comes from Theramore, which I hear is the bomb. Varimathras was originally the counselor of Sylvanas Windrunner, the goth chick. Now, you may be asking, why would anyone want something called a Dreadlord in any position of power? Well, how can you not trust a face like this? So, let's start from the beginning. To really grasp what's going on here, you have to take a look at the people she's had encounters with, and how suddenly and drastically they've changed after meeting her. Starting with everyone's favorite paladin, Prince Arthas. Now, prior to meeting Jaina, he was an alright guy. He and his other paladin bros would go out every night, hit up the tavern, and slay undead. He was the most generic that you could possibly be as a paladin. You know how everyone picks human and they have blonde hair? That's basically Arthas. He formed a glam metal band with his compatriots Turalian, Bolvar, and Uther called the Knights of the Silver Hand, and they were living the high life. Until he met Jaina. From out of nowhere seemingly, he lost interest in everything. He stopped slaying undead and demons, and he lost all interest in the knights. When it came time to practice for the big show, he would just talk about how awesome Jaina was and what a strong person she is. And, being the lead singer and guitarist, the band quickly dissolved, creating tension between the members and sending Turalian into a drunken depression for many years. So, he was enamored by Jaina, and then the worst happened. She friend-zoned him, even giving him a friendship locket that you can loot in-game. He learned that she had been going out with the huge jock and star quarterback of the Blood Bowl franchise, Thrall. Arthas was devastated. I mean, how could he compete with this? Now having lost his career, his friends, and now his woman, he had nothing left. He returned to Stratholme and was met with ex-fans who scorned him for hanging up the wig, and he snapped. One woman walked up to him and asked for an autograph, which he quickly delivered to her face. And then he went on a rampage, killing any ex-fan he laid his eyes on. But why, and how? Here we had a guy who was on his way to the top, slaying undead, demons, and the hearts of his fans with his cool island songs, and then he met Jaina, and now he's hit rock bottom. This is a theme you'll start to notice with anyone who comes across Jaina. His rampage on Stratholme continued, and who does he run into in the end? A Dreadlord. And where's Jaina? Nowhere to be seen. That's pretty convenient. I never knew Jaina was Clark Kent who disappears, and then magically a Dreadlord appears. The Dreadlord Mal'Ganis is all like, "This will be a fine test, Prince Arthas." And the two duke it out. Mal'Ganis uses his magic invulnerability spell of plot convenience that every quest NPC has in the game now, and goads Arthas into going to Northrend, where he later opened up a dairy shop called the Ice Cream Citadel. No longer slaying demons, nor undead, and Varimathras, aka Jaina, lives another day. But, MadSeasonShow, you may be asking, why are you so monotone? How can you consider that proof? Although 100% accurate, it's just one case. Well, how about you take a look at the video time there, buddy? I mentioned her jock boyfriend Thrall earlier, so let's talk about him. Yet another guy who was on his way to the top. He was the star quarterback of the Orgrimmar Grunts. The dude had an arm like a cannon and even had sponsorships, but during the Cataclysm expansion, we all remember how he, changed. As soon as he met Jaina, he started making questionable decisions to say the least. He became more hot-headed and made some pretty reckless decisions. You see, he was prepping for the Super Bowl against the Argus Burning Regions. The first boss of Dark Souls, Mannoroth, had his eyes on Thrall for a while now, and with the big game coming up, he knew that he was no match for Thrall and the Grunts. So, he hatched a plan. He knew that the AFL did regular checks for performance-enhancing drugs. Mannoroth kind of has a weird fetish with orcs where he wants them to drink his blood. It's sort of a vampire thing that really burns his legion, if you know what I mean. A side effect of this is that whoever drinks his blood becomes roided and ripped out of their minds. Thrall was a natty though, and he refused to touch this stuff. But Mannoroth had his in, Jaina Proudmoore. Slowly but surely, she chipped away at him, questioning his ability to win with just his natural talent alone. Although he put up a good fight, the sway of the Dreadlord eventually just became too much for him. Thrall started doubting his own ability, and he did the unthinkable. He drank Mannoroth's man broth and became ripped out of his mind. Although he had become the prime orc specimen, exactly as Manroth predicted, the AFL did a drug screening. Thrall was busted, and they had to sub in Vol'jin, who was like the Jamarcus Russell in comparison. It was bad. The Grunts lost the game, the Burning Regions became the reigning champions, and their coach, Gul'dan, totally rubbed it in Khadgar's face, which is why they have such a rivalry these days. And another of Azeroth's champions hit rock bottom. He was sent spiraling into a depression and went through a roid withdrawal to where he couldn't even hold his own hammer anymore. From the top of the world to this. So, what do these two have in common? What led to their downfall? We have two ultimate powerful warriors capable of slaying undead and demons and protecting the earth, and they just crashed and burned. Who was at these two warriors' side when it all happened? Jaina, that's who. Varimathras is a boss in the next Legion raid. When we kill him, he'll finally unveil his true disguise for all to see. The mastermind behind these labyrinthine plots was none other than he, or she, Jaina Proudmoore.